Hello, my lovely peaches. Hello, my lovely peaches. So I have been taking a break from work to do some errands in my house. And at first I thought, oh, well, let me film while I do them. And then I thought, well, now let me listen to Swoop's new video and get most of the stuff done. But now I want to go do some laundry downstairs. So I thought I could talk a little while I do that. So my younger son is actually home again, not feeling well, unfortunately. And even though they got enough sleep for the first time in forever, he didn't feel well, so I'm letting him stay home. He's been sleeping most of the day, which is really what he needed. He just had so much. The weekend was so overwhelming with things to do. So what did I get done so far? Let's see. I want to be quiet because he's still sleeping right now. And I don't want to wake him up. Get a few things in here. So, get this sweatshirt. This sweatshirt over here. I didn't even knock that one down. Okay, bring this back up. Okay. Let's see, grab a few things from over here. All right. Oh, so let me carry this down to the basement. Oh yeah, I also have to get I have to get a bottle of coffee on my way back. All right, so let me just show. Boiling water to make him some tea and some soup. The sink has one thing in it and some other big things over there. I've got the dishes going. A lot of clean things. I just washed all the cutting boards by hand. So actually, let me get a sip of coffee before I head down. So it's 5 to 2. I've got laundry to do. Up we go, down we go. Through this tight little door. Okay. Bring this down. Whoop. This is heavy now. Okay. Awkward angles. Oh, just break your cheap ass hamper. Let's try to leave the door open. Now. You're getting that funny angles that go down. So here I am, a little ASMR whisperer, let the baby sleep. Okay, so as I was saying, I loaded up. Oh, well, actually, before I get into the chores I've done today, let me just say hello, how are you? I started a brand new day with one less client on the docket. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll see I was so stressed about that dude for on and off for a while and feeling like, yeah, I'm making money from him, but it's a small amount. I'm just not happy. Like, I'm just, even if it's just 51% not happy, 49% happy, the fact is it's 51% of the time I'm stressed with this dude because it's just, whether it's he's not giving me enough work to do, or I feel stressed because when he does give me work, I'm hardly getting paid for doing it. And then, you know, I don't know, he's kind of, he's not my problem anymore, and I'm so glad. So if you want to hear all about that, you can watch the public video I posted, maybe it was yesterday or today, called Raise Your Rate, Quit Your Client, or something like that. The Patreon version, that's an hour long, where I'm like talking through what letter I want to write to him. So if you're interested in that, like maybe you have a similar situation where, even if it's a breakup, I mean, like a breakup of a romantic relationship will be different, because I was actually, what I ended up doing was going through a lot of thoughts and cutting it down until eventually it was a business-like professional letter that was also, you know, basically stating the fact, like, if you can't afford to pay what my rate is now, then thank you for the time we shared, and bye. And so he did. Now I don't have to continue thinking, is he gonna reach out to me? Is he gonna ask me to do something? And then I have to send him an awkward thing explaining that, what's the difference? Oh, they're the same. Wait, I don't know why I thought it was a solid lid. It's clear. Alright, so in the beginning of the video, I'm talking about, in the beginning of the video on Patreon, at first I'm like, well, I think I'm gonna wait for him to say, hey, can you do this for me? And then be like, well, actually my rate changed. But then I thought, you know what, that's crappy, because that feels bad. Like, he's assigning me something because we have an understanding of what my rate is, and then after the fact I tell him, I felt like, nah, I don't want to do that way. It feels a lot less professional. And I've been contemplating raising my rate on him, but I didn't want to lose him yet. And I really did have hopes that, you know, it would grow and develop into something and it would make sense. But the fact that he kept diminishing the things I was doing instead of increasing them made it more obvious, like, how does it make sense for me to raise my rate when he's just asking me to do the stupidest shit, the most basic shit? So it didn't make sense. And that's why I was able to actually focus on that and say, you know what, I am focused on clients who want to utilize my actual skills. But I found what I felt was the most professional way to say it, and leave it at that. Didn't have to say anything about how I feel about him. Just noticing the huge dust. Yuck. Back there. I guess it's like a spider web. So anyway, I'm really relieved and I'm happy that I have a little bit more freedom in my day to find more clients that are more aligned with my actual rate and what I actually want to do. And you know, having your own business and being your own boss, which is what I am, is that wall is disgusting. It's proof of that. So I've said many times, I think I've said, don't forget your coffee. I've said that many times. I've said many, many times. When things are building up, when things are growing and new things are developing, frequently your life looks like it's being destroyed. Things fall apart. And it looks like, oh my God, I'm losing this client. Oh my God. You know, I'm realizing doing this type of work, clients are going to come and go naturally, because that's just the nature of work. And for my new client that I really like, I have to go back and do some work for him right now. He said his whole business model is not intended to keep clients forever, but actually more like get them to the next level and move on. Not that he can't continue with them if they wanted on some projects and stuff, but that his business model really is meant to, where'd you put the damn lid? Get people up and running, being able to move on and get new clients. And I had that type of experience in my corporate career in the sense of, let me check on my kid again. You're not in bed, Fred.
I just got up and I feel better.
Okay, well, the hot water's ready to give you some tea. You don't sound much better.
I feel better, not fully better, but something better.
You sound still congested. I want to get you that medicine for you to take every 15 minutes. It's homeopathic stuff. Let's see, read it for shit. All right, honey pie. Take 5 of these and then take, can you just keep setting 15-minute timers on the alarm on a tab?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm doing a little vlog before I get back to work. Okay. I started a load of laundry. Started a load of dishes. It's kind of funny to, every time I come in here, I'm expecting it to be dripping. But it's not. And hey, if anybody knows, what exactly is this called? I want to get, so this thing attaches to it, this hose. Push it down and it attaches. And I think there could probably be like a small faucet attachment that has like an aerator or like a little swivel, so that it's not just this, you know, just that. But I don't know the name of this to look for the thing. So if you know the name, like what can I search on Amazon for, you know, faucet clip-on faucet snap-on, like aerator attachment. I don't know. I couldn't find it. My hair. All right. I really want to just go outside for a little walk around my house. Say a couple more words and get back to work. So, yep, doing the things I need to do to keep my house organized and clean, and I truly, ooh, it's bright, truly have little by little making progress. I mean, it's got so much, there's so much to do. There's so many areas that need to be cleaned, organized, decluttered, I should say decluttered, cleaned and organized in that order. And but I also have to get clients that pay me a good amount so that I can have a good balance in my life. So it's October 19th, 2023, and I've let another client go. I'm glad about it because it opens up the space in my life for new, better clients that are at another place in their life. One of the last conversations that I had with him, I said, well, I mentioned my new client, and so both of them have some similarities in, like, some, well, they both have a book that they were working on, and they do some speaking events and things like that. And so my now ex-client, his whole thing was, he's like, I'm tired of doing free social media stuff, and I just want to, I have courses to sell, and I just want people, I am amazing and I can change the world, and I'm not wasting my time making free content for people who, don't appreciate it, and it's pointless for me. And I'm like, no, I get that. Like, I totally get that. I get that feeling. But at the same time, I mean, the way I'm going about it, slow, very, very slow, is, I make content that actually resonates with me. Like, I don't just spew content out all the time just for the sake of numbers. I'm building my message, I'm building my channel, and if you follow me at all or you've watched my stuff, even if you just click on my page, you can scroll through and you can see there's hundreds of free videos, and I have 2 channels with hundreds of free videos. So, it's not as if I've generated a huge amount, but it's built up to something, and I feel confident that when I say, hey, go check out my Patreon, you can be a member, and I have a bunch of different membership tiers, and you can actually right now purchase for a variety of prices a variety of my videos that are not free, because I feel the same exact way, that you can't just work for free all the time. Like, you've got to eat, you've got to pay your bills, you've got to have clothing, I need a car, look at this thing, this is my car, okay? I did a GoFundMe and nobody Nobody wanted to, and okay, that's fine. I was just trying. Maybe it still will work, but I haven't been able to drive the car, and my son wants to start fencing soon, and now I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it, because if I have no way to get to him each day when it's over to pick him up, and there's no bus that comes at that time around here, I don't know how it's feasible. His dad lives an hour away, and it all fell on me. So I don't know if his, I don't know. So I don't know. Their dad gives me child support, but he's not rich or anything where he can just buy me a car. So I really need to shift away from the clients that use up all my time and don't pay me well for it. And then there's no growth potential. So, I really actually meant what I said in the email to him. It was 100% true. I am focusing on projects that utilize my broader skill set and sustainable ongoing projects. So it's all good in the neighborhood. Let me go check on my kiddo and get back to work. So, yep. Whoops. Just getting some things done. I need to get so much done. There was one video where I opened my cabinet and I was like, ew, it's dirty under there. Oh well, fuck it. I have to edit my house. I have to sweep. I have to mop. I have to scrub. But dishes are washing. Again, hello. Ah, there you go. The top thing is spinning. Can you see it? You see it right there. Spinning. Thank you. And the bottom one is spinning. You can tell because it splashes, splash, splash. You can see that. So we're getting some stuff, some dishes washed. Getting some laundry washed. Got the stove cleaned up. I need to make my son his tea. So let me do that and then go back to work. So I can finish the thought I was saying about that. Life can feel, not always, but a lot of times when you're up leveling and you're making changes, life does feel like it's breaking apart. And some people, wrongly in my opinion, so one mug of tea, oh, I tried to show this the other night. Grace teaware, fine porcelain, microwave not safe, dishwasher safe, made in China. Let's see. I got it on Amazon if you're interested. So I have hey babe, what's that thing called that I have with the cluster thing? Trypophobia. So I have trypophobia, and I picked this. It almost triggers it. It's supposed to be a waffle or wicker. So it's like, I like it, but yeah, but it's pretty. Lemons. I like lemons. I have lemons. We have lemons. And I used to have lemon oven mitts, but they got old and burned up and stuff. So, organic sugar. Actually, did you know that not all sugar is vegan? That some sugar is made by churning it through bone char. That's gross. So, anyway, so a lot of times in order to get to the next best thing, what you've got now, has to deconstruct or just explode, implode, die, and come to a natural conclusion. Conclude. Game over. In order to get from one level to the next level, you've got to leave the level that you're in. And that can appear as destruction. Let's see if I move this over here. Get better lighting. So, when your life is drastically changing, it might look and feel like complete destruction. Relationships ending, jobs ending, friendships ending, opportunities ending or finishing. This is actually not so much, I mean, I guess the lighting is definitely better because I hate when half my face is in shadow. There was a video I watched the other day of mine, and I was like, oh, I look like a motherfucking skeleton, like a skull, because my eye sockets were black. Huh, babe? Okay. It's like, ew. That looks gross. But anyway, so let's see if I try over here. Well, let's see. I'll do it like this so you can see what I'm doing. My big old boobies. So it can be very painful and scary when things start to fall apart and you're not sure exactly where the next thing is coming from, the next client. You don't know for sure. Oh, damn it. I think I just got... Shit. Oh, this had pasta on it, and I just put it in the damn floaters in the water, so I have to reboil the whole pot. Okie dokie, sweetie. I accidentally put the dirty ladle in the pot. Now I have to reboil the water. I put the dirty ladle in the pot by accident. I didn't realize it had like pasta gunk on it, so now I have to reboil the water. It's just going to be a few more minutes. Yeah, we went from lemons to doggies, but I did burn my thumb. But I didn't burn my thumb, I burned her thumb. So kind of long rambling here, but that's kind of my style, so... If you're here, if you're still here, I'm guessing you like hanging out and enjoying hanging out with me while I share my thoughts, while I do the stuff I do. So I'm spilling out the cutified water. We do not drink sink water, but I do boil it. So I guess I'm just trying to encourage you as well as myself to remember, or if you've never realized that before, and to learn or to hear it for the first time. Maybe you've recognized it, but you haven't like made the connection truly in your mind that sometimes I have to marshmallows on here. S'mores. Alright, let me set an alarm for that. Yeah, so life can definitely seem like it's falling apart in order to get to the next level. Now, sometimes it doesn't feel like destruction. Sometimes it feels like, oh, I'm graduating. I'm graduating from this school and now I'm graduating from school and now we're having a celebration. And then I got a job lined up and that's a celebration. And I got a new house and that's a celebration. And if everything works out for you, every change, every promotion, every next level, every next phase in your life, if it goes all smooth for you and you never feel the sense of loss, something ending, maybe before you wanted it to, or in a way that was unexpected, maybe the course of your job changed, the course of your relationship changed, the course of your education changed, the course of your intentions changed. What you thought you wanted is no longer what you want. A lot of times we discover that what was good enough for us at one point in our life no longer suits us. It's no longer good enough. The amount of money that you used to earn per hour or per year no longer suits your lifestyle or your needs. The work that you used to do no longer suits you because you've grown. You've learned a lot more. You have a lot more experience, or you've just realized that you want to do other things. Like my brother. He did photography for years, and his dream was to be a sports photographer. And he got photography jobs that were not that. I mean, he did do some like high school sports, and he did class pictures, and then he did construction photography. He did a lot of stuff for years. And then he got a side job that grew and grew and grew, and now is his company. And he's not a photographer anymore. And he made the change because even though he enjoyed the work, he was good at it, the pay was reasonable, but then it stopped being reasonable. Then he found another opportunity that was way more than reasonable. It was better. And that's how things happen sometimes. Sometimes it's just the side job grows and your main job diminishes. Some, like that wrong SP guy, he has his own company now, but the way it happened, from what he told me, was that he was working for someone else and he had his side hustle thing, and eventually his side hustle thing grew to the point where his main job literally guy fired him. And he was like, I feel that you're not really committed to me. You're always off doing something else. So I think it's time to let this go. Like kind of where it got in my situation with the guy I just left. But instead of him taking the reins and saying, I think I'm ready to leave because this other thing has grown, he did what I was originally going to do, which was to kind of be passive and like let the other guy do it. Or, well, I was going to, when he was going to, if he had asked me to do anything else, I was going to say, well, this is my new rate. But I decided I don't want to be passive. I want to be proactive. Let's see why the doorbell is ringing. I saw the mailman pull up. Maybe my son is expecting a baseball bat as part of his Halloween costume. It's going to be some kind of video game character with a chicken head. So, this is just another talky talk. Yep, looks like the bet. Seeing whether the changes are coming in your life look like your world is falling apart and like everything is falling apart, your life is getting destroyed, or just simply changes. It's not like it doesn't have to be one or the other. And if things look like they're falling apart in a bad way, but you know that you want change, sometimes that's how it comes. Sometimes it doesn't come all neat and tidy. Sometimes things don't happen all in a linear fashion. And that's okay. All right, with that, gotta go. See you later. Bye. These before they're deadsies for real. My birthday flowers that I got from my sister and niece. I love them. And this little one I had put over here. And now my kid is home. Kid is home and other kid is awake, out of bed, feeling better, a little bit, mostly better, not all the way better. And look, I had to show. All right, the ramen is made and the tea, because I had accidentally put the dirty ladle in and I had to redo all the tea. You gotta stir that also. You're cute. I got your face in it. All right. Let's see. Oh, I gotta delete that. All right. Oops, wait. Okay, so I just called you back because I just realized while I was editing the video that you said, "Wait, come back," and I didn't hear you, and I feel so bad. And now you don't remember what you were gonna say, and now you're brushing your teeth. All right, but say something to add because. Wait, come back. Say something because you're cute. Yeah, I love you. You think you're going to go to school tomorrow? Yeah. Now this kid, which your face is a little bit in it. Now this, I'm just showing because before I had just showed how the sink was so empty, but baby came home from school. Now we're gonna help mommy with this stuff, right? Help put all this stuff away.
Yep, tea brewing.
Tea for the big. What? Why such a little amount of water?
Because I said I was gonna add milk. Did you?
Oh, right. Room. Well, that's what they say when you get it from.
Do you want room?
Want room. All right, homework.
Once I have to write 7 to 9 sentences per paragraph. I finished one. I have to write one more. So, once I write, let's see, 2 more, then I'll go add the milk to my tea.
All right, cool. I'm going to get back to work, and I'll see you in the next one. And as always, I hope this was helpful or at least entertaining. Bye. Oh, gosh, don't show that. There. Bye. Aha. Look at it. It's going. I'm so happy. Just realized I can shine the flash on it without having to open it to get the light to turn on. It seems like when I open the door to get the light to turn on, that top thing stops spinning. So it's been going for half an hour. I can see the bottom splash come up. You can see the top is spinning. And I can see water is hitting inside this plastic thing I was concerned about. Is it going to actually get in there? Yeah. And the sink is not as bad. Boy, I got to get that rice out of there. Yeah.